The renovated General Hospital in Iberi Amuma local government area of Rivers State visited the hospital today and reports that opened the premises of the hospital and said the hospital's functioning had been in Rivers State, but health workers fled for safety.
Now for the people who have pursued people where they work now, that's where they exist. And kidnap and they turn of shika
and nurses so that here will be functioning.
There's no general hospital. Either we go to chemist or nearby place like Abia State here. Sickness too much this place because of there's no doctor.
Recall in 2016, the Rivers State Executive Council approved a total rehabilitation of 13 hospitals in the state. The general hospitals in Amoku, in Chia, Isiokbo, Aboa, Abonima, Akrika, Opobo, Bodo, Ungo, Buguma, Emohua, and Iberi were to be renovated. A psychiatric hospital, Rumigbo, was also included. Our correspondent gathered that renovations at the psychiatric hospital in Rumigbo, General Hospital, Aboa, and General Hospital in Chian have been completed. However, our correspondent visited the General Hospital in Chia, Elime, and noticed the grasses have overtaken some parts of the hospital. And in another development, the zonal hospital in Okei, a Chia local government area, is yet to be completed 9 years after the project was started. Residents told correspondent Masa Okiri that the Wiki-led administration had taken over the construction of the hospital, which was started by his predecessor. And currently, some buildings have been fully erected with a transformer house, but the project has not been completed. A site community liaison officer, Iberichi Paul, called on the contractor to finish the project.
Try to come and finish the work, but he said that the governor have not any money. Then he not travel out. As I'm saying, gave him of the
government to provide better activities.
We are suffering so much as per health for the moment. But as regard to surgery and all that, you go to Port Harcourt. So we have serious challenge as regard to our health challenges in Okene here. All this while, we thought by now, Okene Hospital will be in function. But for a long time, they were promising. After promising, they will fail.
And Governor Yesem Wike had in his budget presentation, in his passengers died in Lagos State this morning. The boat captained its way to Ikorodu Jetty. The boat with 17 passengers on board said to have rescued all passengers, but the two females who were unconscious after the rescue were confirmed dead at the Ikorodu General Hospital. And some passengers said the driver of the boat was distracted and lost control, resulting in the accident. The Lagos State Waterways Authority says the boat driver has been arrested and the boat accident will be investigated. And away from that, Nigeria Correctional Service says 443 inmates who escaped during the terrorist attack on the Kuje Custodial Center last night have been recaptured. A statement by its public relations officer, Bubakar Umara, says this brings the total number of inmates in the facility to 578. It says 3 of the terrorists were killed during the attack and several others escaped with bullet wounds. He said 4 inmates died while 16 others were injured. Umara said 1 NSCDC official died and 3 officers of the Nigerian Correctional Service were injured during the attack. In the meantime, President Muhammadu Buhari will be traveling to Dakar, Senegal today. He should take part in the International Development Association for Africa Summit. And Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, made this known to newsmen. And still on this, the Special Advisor, Media and Publicity to the President, Femi Adesina, says President Buhari's trip to Senegal today is an international obligation. Adesina said this in response to those questioning why the President's trip was not cancelled following last night's terrorist attack. He also spoke on yesterday's attack on the presidential convoy ahead of the President's trip to Daura, Katsina State for Salah. Well, still ahead on the news, President Buhari reshuffles his cabinet as he swears in new ministers. Please stay tuned. To a 2-year low against the threat, has raised concerns about recession around the world. And this is as energy prices continue to soar. Analysts say the British pound is also weak because markets are worried about future UK economic growth.
Take it away with the entertainment news.
Singer Idris Abdul Karim has been diagnosed with kidney failure and is scheduled to undergo a transplant. A statement by his management on his Instagram page said Idris will be undergoing a kidney transplant by the end of July, and he's asking Nigerians for prayers ahead of it.
And now, updates on the sports news.
Former heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua has admitted he thought he was winning in his first fight against Alexander Usyk because his team didn't give him information that pointed otherwise. And this led to Anthony Joshua's decision to cut ties with Rob McCracken and the rest of his training team after they failed to tell him he was losing to Usyk.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
Well, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has been told to step down as the number of ministers resigning grows. 6 ministers, including Kemi Badenoch, Lee Rowley and Mims Davies, are the latest to quit, with 5 announcing their resignation at the same time. At least 29 ministers and 8 have now resigned from government. A senior member of the cabinet, Michael Gove, has told Boris Johnson to resign. Well, that's it. On the news this evening, you heard thick bushes have taken over a renovated general hospital in Umuma, River State. 2 female passengers died in a boat accident in Lagos State today. Hundreds of inmates who escaped during the Kuje terrorist attack last night have been recaptured. Well, President Buhari reshuffled his cabinet today as he swore in 7 new ministers. On the foreign scene, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is being urged to step down as 29 ministers resign. And that also is edited by Choma Ezinwafo. For more stories, visit www.NigeriaInfo.fm. It's cloudy weather expected in Port Harcourt this evening. And remember to get your PVC and be actively involved in the electioneering process. Well, thanks for listening. I'm Ade Dayo in Lushakin. Good evening.